Hi, welcome to NUFC Matters with me, Steve Reid. It is a pre-recorded show, and I am delighted to welcome a familiar face, Jeff Brown. How are you, Jeff?
I'm very well, thanks, mate. Yep, really enjoying life at the minute.
The tables are turned, Jeff, because for best part of 30 years, you've rang me up, or producers rang me up and said, can you come and do Tyne Tees or BBC? Jeff Brown here. Amazing to actually be on the boot being on the other foot, Jeff.
Yes, I'm a bit worried about what you're going to throw at me here. Hopefully, I always treated you well, though, Steve. You were always a good one to interview.
You did, mate. You did. You never let me down, and great to have you on. We are here to talk about a wonderful new play coming up called Final Team Sheet. Final Team Sheet's been announced for The Bench by Jeff Brown, Carol W Productions, and Gala Durham co-production, and it's a moving tale of love, loss, and football. So, The Bench is something we're going to focus on in the second half of the show. We're going to give it a good plug. It's going to be wonderful. It's a regional tour. It's going to kick off on Thursday, the 22nd of May at the Gala Durham. There's going to be fixtures scheduled across the northeastern Cumbria before concluding on Saturday, the 21st of June, 2025 at the Customs House in South Shields. So we will talk a little bit about that later. I just want to, have a chat with you, Jeff, really, about your career, where you started off. I mean, you started off as a journalist, which it's only when you start looking into people's past and seeing where they started off. I didn't really know that much about you, Jeff. You're the man on the telly with a microphone for me. But you were a newspaper journalist.
I was, yeah. I mean, like many kids brought up on football, you want to be a footballer. I sort of knew from a very early age. I was wearing glasses by the age of 7, and although I played football for my school team, I couldn't see. We my mates used to laugh when I got to senior school and would play games after school. If it got too dark, I had to go to my teacher and say, "Can you take us off? I can't see the ball." So I played by like sight and sound. So I knew I was never going to be able to play, but the next best thing was writing about it. And fortunately, my mum and dad were great. When I told them at about the age of about 14, 15, I knew exactly what I wanted to be. And when I go to give talks to schools and colleges and things, I do say I was very lucky. But what I say to kids is, everybody's good at something. You might not be the best singer or dancer or the best at maths or whatever, but everyone's good at something. It's just finding that thing. And I loved writing, and my mum and dad were great. They never once said, "Look, everybody wants to get into football matches for nothing. Don't be a sports reporter. Be an accountant." Not there's anything wrong with being an accountant. I'd probably be in a better financial position if I had been an accountant. But I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and